back. Go ahead and open up your lowpoly.ai file. You can double click it right here and that'll open it up. I already have mine open in Illustrator, so I'll just dive right back in. Let me show you our goal today using my completed one. Right now we'll have a stock photo, and what we'll be doing today is setting up and working on the grid, this triangle grid or poly grid. This will take plenty of classes to do, so do not assume that you will complete your grid in one class. Literally impossible. If you've done so, your triangles are way too big and project will not look good. So, back to mine. What we want to do first, if your layer window is not open, is we want to open that. So over here, right here where it says layers, you can click that. If for whatever reason that isn't there, something you can always do is go to the very top menu where it says window up here, like literal top of your screen, and then find layers right there. If anything gets completely wacky with Illustrator's user interface and you're like, mine doesn't look anything like yours anymore, I rolled my face over the keyboard and something happened, you can go to Windows and then Workspace and Reset Essentials right here. That way it'll make everything exactly normal again. If you're ever in a freak out mode, I'll probably come over and be doing that to you just to help you out. So FYI. Alright, in the layer window, we want to create a new layer. To do that, this plus sign right here will help us out. Go ahead and click that. And you'll see layer 2 probably appear right above stock photo. If not, you can click and hold to move them around. We do want this layer above it, however. Double click where it says layer 2, and then call this one grid. Poly. P-O-L-Y, because these will be your polys. You want to leave it unlocked because we're going to be working on it. So, to do your grid, you're going to really just need one tool, but like 3 or 4 really important features with it. So, the tool is called the pen tool. It's up here in the top left-ish of your screen. P, the letter P is in pineapple, is the hotkey, if you want to. Now, I want to get a few settings squared away with before we go ahead and do anything. One is the fill and the stroke. These two colors right here or down here, but I think they're easier to edit up here. Fill, once again, if I haven't told you or taught you already, is kind of where the shape, the color that fills in the shape. We don't want one. So I'm going to click this drop down arrow right here and this right here with the red slash none. I'm going to go ahead and choose that. Stroke, that is the outline color of your shapes that you'll be making, in this case triangles. I would look at your photo and find a color that is like straight up, not on your photo, easy to see. Sometimes cyan is easy, but because of the amount of blues in this photo, I don't think I want to go that route. I'm going to choose like a red. I really don't see any sharp reds in here. So this will be different for everybody. Not everybody will have the exact same color. Now, the size of the stroke. I highly recommend 1 point, which I believe is the default. But if not, you can click this drop-down arrow and move it around. If, for whatever reason, certain parts are being kind of like a little bit trickier to use at 1 point, you can always decrease it. Keep in mind, though, that like 0.25 and 0.5 are very small. Maybe only use them for eyes. All right. Speaking of eyes, that's exactly where I recommend that everybody starts if their person has eyes. My other guy over here, a robot guy, he technically does, but they're more like just little slants. All right, let's zoom in. So hold down Command, hit plus. I'm going to zoom in. Wow, super pixelated, but that's okay. I can still see what I need to make this work. So we're going to find out if this 1 point line is way too big or not. What you're going to do to make a triangle is you're going to click once somewhere to start it, and you'll see that without even clicking and holding, just a click, that I have this line wherever I move my mouse to. When I click again, it'll kind of like mark a notch for the other part of the triangle. I'll click a third time, and you might think, oh, I'm done because the triangle has 3 sides. Not quite. You have to go back to the original spot, or the anchor point right there. As you can see, it says the word anchor or path. You want anchor. The other thing that you'll notice is that little circle appears right below your mouse cursor. That means you're completing the loop. So go ahead and click once more. So 4 clicks per triangle. Now, you can go anywhere else on the screen to make another triangle. You could either start at another anchor point, or you could literally just go out over here and do the same thing. I'm going to be undoing this. I just want to show you. Let's say I don't close mine off with this thing. Like I go right here, and I think that I'm done. I'm not, see? Because like now if I go anywhere else, it's just going to kind of like continue this shape. So I'm going to go ahead and undo that all the way back here. All right. I know I've been talking a lot, and you probably just want to make your triangles. I want to go over one extra thing with you guys. Let's say that you want your triangle to start from this triangle, which makes total sense. I actually do. I actually want it to go like right here. If I were to start right here, something bad is going to happen. See that minus sign by my pen tool right there? If I click right here, it's going to erase part of my triangle. It's going to subtract it. So how to work around this? I recommend that every time you start a new triangle, no matter where you are, you hold down the Shift key, Shift, S-H-I-F-T, next to the letter Z. If you click now, it will kind of like understand, oh, hey, they want to start a new triangle. So I'm going to click once. I'm going to click twice. Go right here maybe. Do 2 colors for the eyes. And now it looks like, oh, I'm done, right? Because of the no. You need to go back to the original one, even though the lines are overlapping. So see that circle? Close the loop. All right, I'm going to start a new triangle, and I'm going to start it from up here. So I want to hold Shift again, click once, click twice, 3 times, and then 4th, back. Hold down Shift to start a new one, even though that one didn't really matter. And I'm going to make sure that I close the loop before I go on. Hold down Shift because I'm starting a new one again. There we go. Okay, let me hide this. There you go. And you're just going to continue on and on and on. The more detail that you put into an area, the more of a focal point that it kind of turns out to be. Let me go ahead and click off of that. So I would recommend that you try to do a little bit more detail in the eyes than you do in other areas, and you make things a little bit bigger in others. Like when I get to her forehead, her eyes will be much bigger. I'm going to start the next tutorial once my grid here for her is complete. So I will be posting images of my progress, but not a video until this is completed. All right, everybody, have fun. Good luck. Ask questions. I'll be around.